Hi, Dawn Lewis here, and it's day 8 of our 7-part series. Yes, this is your bonus video featuring Painted Rose by Concord and 9th, which you can find in Australia at dawnlewis.com.au. I've got this one layer stamping thing for you today. I'm going to be using the 2 stamps and 2 ink colors. This one is Wild Honey and it's the Oxide ink, and I'm going to just check where I want it to go and ink it all up all over with Wild Honey, stamp it down really well. It can be a bit blotchy. I am going to give it a teeny spritz so that it evens the color out somewhat. I do want to clean this up because now is the time to do a very clever layer. So I have picked up my thanks stamp backwards. So I'm going to stamp the back of the thanks stamp, not the word, the back of it, in spiced marmalade directly onto the rose. I know, don't freak out, because then I can stamp the word on there and it has its own stamped mat. It's all one layer. It's all done with stamping. This is a combination of mirror stamping and kiss stamping, and it's really cool. All right, so I want to stamp these roses in the same method all over the background, but I can't do this in the Misty because by stamping it off the edge, there's just not enough room in the mini Misty. So I'm just going to use an acrylic block for that. And because I'm stamping, it's not super precision, it's the big background stamp. It's pretty easy to do using a block. So I'm just filling in little bits and pieces, and you'll notice, is there any room for leaves here? No, there's not. So I'm taking my line stamp and I'm only inking up the rose portion. So I'm going to do all of the smaller sections first, line them up. I've been playing with this stamp a lot, so I just kind of know where each of the parts go. And if I have to ink up where the leaves go, I'm just going to wipe that away with, I've got an old kids hanky on my desk. It's super fine. There's no lint left in that thing. It's like 20 years old, and it's a fantastic cloth for me to clean up ink and so on. Now it's time to do the feature, and I'm going to wipe away any of the ink that got onto the leaf portion because I only want to stamp the rose. I'm going to stamp it in the Spice Marmalade Orange and take a Distress ink blending tool with a foam pad and ink all the way around the edge. It creates a bit of a border. With it like this, it just looks like I chopped a section out of pattern paper, and the eye has a tendency to kind of wander off the edge of the card. We want to keep the eye on the card. Now I am restamping the word thanks because, as we've learned, if you stamp with black then stamp with Distress ink oxides, it goes over the black. It doesn't look quite so crisp. This is a quick card, and you could make quite a lot of them. Use them make them all in different colors and put different sentiments on. I've used an A6 panel so it covers the entire front of the card. I am going to trim down the card bases just a little tiny fraction bigger than the A6 panel, and there we go. This is a quick card. This is a simple card. It combines a few techniques we've looked at this week in this video series, which I really hope you've been enjoying, and you've picked up a lot of my best tips about how to really take a stamp set and get your money's worth from it. I do thank you so much for watching, and especially to everybody who's subscribed during this video series. I really appreciate it. I do hope that you have a very crafty day, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.